Getting away together is one of the most important things for building and strengthening intimacy and connection within your marriage. And here's why. When we get away together, it gives us the time, the space, and the energy to really focus on our marriage without distractions. And there are a couple different ways that we reconnect when we're able to get away and really put the focus and energy into our marriage that we need to. So during life, day-to-day stuff, we have work, we have kids, we have commitments, we have friends, we have in-laws, and there's all of these things that are constantly vying for our time and attention. And a lot of the times it makes it really easy for our marriage to just slowly kind of slip down that priority list. So when we get away together and we make intention to do that, it creates the time and the space in our day and in our schedule to really give our marriage the focus that it needs. Marriages will not sustain themselves. They will not continue to have intimacy. They will not continue to have romance unless we're taking that time to feed and fuel those things in our marriage. We want a great marriage. We want romance. We want passion. We want intimacy. Those are things that we all crave deep down inside, but the busyness of life will slowly erode that away. So getting away together is what helps sustain that and build it. When we get away together, there are 3 different ways that we connect. So one of the ways we connect is just on an emotional level. We take out the distractions, we take out social media, we take out Netflix, and we just have deep and meaningful and quality conversations and connection. We talk about what's going on, what's eating away at us, what's stressing us out, what we want to do, our goals, our future desires, kind of where we're at as a couple, as a family, as individuals, and we just really have some good conversations that require space, and they require that ability to relax and kind of do some self-reflection, not only on ourselves, but also to reflect on the state of our relationship and on the state of each other. The next way that we reconnect is on a friendship level. It reminds us that we are 2 individuals who like and enjoy each other and know how to have fun. Life can be serious, it can be stressful, and it can be easy to forget that we are 2 people who are enjoy being around each other, and we remember what it's like to have fun. So when you're away together, make sure that you're taking that time to do something you both enjoy doing together. So for my husband and me, that is going for a hike, and that is playing board games. Those are 2 ways. So whether it's cold and in the winter, we'll stay inside and we'll play board games and we'll drink coffee together. Or when it's nice outside, we will go for a hike. Those are 2 ways that we just enjoy being together. We have fun, we're joking around, we're talking, we're laughing. And then we also love going to dinner together and trying new foods and stuff. So those are ways that it's just completely relaxing. There's no distractions, there's no disruptions, there's no demands on our time, and we can fully just enjoy each other and relax and have fun. And the 3rd way we reconnect when we get away is physically. And this is super important because 1, physically, we want to remember that we are 2 individuals that are attracted to each other, that have a desire for each other. So we are holding hands and we are hugging and we are kissing. We are making out, we are having sex, we are just being around each other. We're wearing a lot less clothes than we would than if the kids are around. The Bible says that, a husband and a wife, they leave their parents and they come together and the 2 become one. And they are together and there is no shame. And so it is this reconnecting, not only on a sexual, meeting a sexual need, but it is physical intimacy. It is connecting emotionally, spiritually, through a physical way. And when we're in day-to-day life, our energy and our stress and our commitments, they can really eat away at our emotional, physical capacity to really engage in those things. But those are very, very important to the marriage as a whole. And emotional intimacy leads to physical intimacy. So when we're getting away together on those weekends, we're able to emotionally reconnect, which really helps support our ability to physically reconnect. So when you do this 2 to 4 times a year, it gives you the time and the space and the energy to focus and prioritize your marriage, which gives it the intimacy and the romance and the passion that you want, that your husband wants, and that you deserve. That's the way it's supposed to be, but it takes intentionality. So my husband and I try and do this at least once a quarter. We try and get away at least overnight, but preferably it is for an entire weekend. So the kids will go and hang out with their grandparents, and my husband and I sometimes will do staycations, which is great because we can just be at home then, but we'll also like go to the hot springs for the weekend, or we'll get a hotel for the weekend, or a lot of times we're not even necessarily spending a bunch of money and we're not getting on a plane to go anywhere. It's very just realistic. The point is that you are making time to be emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically present for your spouse and for your marriage. So if this is something that you haven't tried before or you haven't made a priority, this is an incredibly impactful thing for your marriage. If you can't do it 4 times a year, do it twice a year. If you can't do it twice a year, do it once a year. For us, how we started was every year on our anniversary, instead of giving each other a gift or going to dinner, we plan a weekend away. We plan time for ourselves to focus on and celebrate our marriage. And it is a wonderful, life-giving way to do that. So if this is something that's a new concept for you, make a plan for it. If this is something you've struggled with, or there's bottlenecks or frustrations that keep you guys from connecting, please leave a comment below to tell me, what's keeping you from doing that, or if you do it and it works, tell me about that experience and share with other people that it seems like a little thing, but it really is truly impactful in protecting and promoting the intimacy and the connection that we want in our marriages.